What's up, y'all? Come on in the room, cause I'm live. Cause I'm live. Cause I'm live. While y'all get in the room, I'm gonna go ahead and play some music and stuff. Play some music while y'all come on in the room. Cause I ain't gonna be up here all night. I ain't gonna be up here a long time. I'm gonna talk about the stuff I got, and then I'm gonna be gone. Then I'm gonna be gone. Then I'm gonna be out. Y'all come on in the building. I'm gonna do my damn art while y'all like building. Cause I gotta go to bed after this. It's about to be past my bedtime, y'all. But y'all know the streets been on fire. Everybody is welcome to come on in the building, share your opinion on the things that are going down in these streets. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to do this diamond art over here, y'all. They finished the diamond art today. Okay, I know it's a couple of people live. So I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to get on the building, y'all. Okay, here he is. Did y'all miss me? I ain't been live in a little while. I've been posting content though. Like, I got a video to post after this. I might not post nothing tomorrow. Give it a break for a couple of days or something because, baby, wow. Wow, thoughts. Okay, let me pull up. Y'all don't have my voice in the back. Well, I had to do some janky stuff on my computer and stuff on my work computer. I had to do some janky stuff. I gotta get a longer Ethernet cord. That's what I gotta do. Okay, they knew exactly where I wanted to go. So they was for I'm going to be trying to have for the what y'all let do. I know y'all ain't sleep. I know y'all ain't sleep or nothing like that. Y'all sleep. Y'all gonna have to catch the replay, honey. Because I'm ready to go ahead and start talking about what I got to talk about. Okay. You can have a few more people up here than this though. Oh, look at them. They so cute, y'all. Look at Kurt and Rashida and T.I. Ain't they cute? They is cute, child. Look like they about to get married. Both of them a mess. Both couples is a mess, honey. I don't know what's going on with them people there. What? Y'all need to sleep. Y'all sleep. Let me find out y'all sleep. I almost choked y'all. I'm so bad. Oh. I actually do have a video for tomorrow. Let me post that we laugh. Because where's the people? Let me tell them we laugh. Alright, y'all, I'm ready to go ahead and hop into my topic so I can go ahead and hop off of here. Cause child, I gotta go to bed on time tonight. Cause I don't be going to sleep on time, y'all. I never go to sleep on time, and it's starting to become very pitiful. Okay, very pitiful. Like I know I be tired of coffee, Red Bulls, in the lower evening. Like, child, I don't understand. right now. Ye is not in the favor of nobody. Ain't nobody really favoring him. People's against him, and it's crazy. I ain't gonna say everybody, because some people have open minds to what he could be possibly trying to say, or what he ain't said. It's a mix of a whole bunch of things. But we gonna talk about, him getting sued. Y'all know he had his interview with Nori, and the interview got taken down. Somebody reposted the interview. So if you got to watch, you got to watch. If you didn't, I don't know if it's still out there. I got to watch half of the interview. I'm not on Kanye's dislike train. I can't even say what kind of train I'm on with Kanye right now. Like, I give that he rambles a whole lot. He could deliver his messages a whole lot better, and he need to be quiet at this point, because it's, child, you need to chill out and sit back. You need to just chill out. Same thing I say about Nicki. She need to sit back and chill out. Okay, period. Anyways, he made a comment, and I meant to go back in the video because I did not clearly hear him say that George Floyd was on that fentanyl. I heard that, I did hear him say that the police officer's knee was not on his neck, really. I did hear that part. So a lot of people heard that portion of the interview and just been on this slander train of Kanye. They didn't watch the whole interview. They just was like, I ain't got nothing else to hear from this man, which I understand. Your opinion is your opinion. However, it has here, and this is from TMZ, that George Floyd's daughter announces $250 million lawsuit versus Kanye. And I think that they mean his daughter's mother. So TMZ, I need to fix y'all title, because child, what? Anyways, so it says here, George Floyd, young daughter, her mother, and their legal team are preparing to wage legal war against Kanye West. Announcing they'll sue him for $250 million after his recent comments on Floyd's being unalive. Roxy Washington, the mother of Floyd's only daughter, Gianni, announced Tuesday she hired a team of lawyers to go after Ye, his business partners, and his associates for harassment, misappropriation, defamation, and infliction of emotional distress. They're seeking $250 million in damages. The family's attorney also says they fired off a cease and desist letter obtained by TMZ to Kanye over his comments about Floyd's fatal interaction with Minneapolis police. The letter reads in part, Mr. Floyd, cause of unalive, is well settled through evidence presented in courts of law during the criminal and civil trials that were a result of his ultimately and horrific unalive. Nevertheless, you have maliciously made statements that are inaccurate and unfounded, causing damage to Mr. Floyd's estate and his family. Kanye's taken a ton of heat for the comments he made on the episode of Drink Champs, claiming George unalive from a fentanyl overdose and pre-existing conditions instead of Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck. The Floyd family says Kanye's statements are blatantly false and malicious, and they say Gianni is being re-traumatized by Kanye's comments, which they say are creating an unsafe and unhealthy environment for her. And the cease and desist, the family's lawyers demand Kanye to remove the interview and all his similar statements on George from the internet and keep Floyd's name out his mouth. Okay, period. TMZ broke the story. George's brother, Illinois Floyd, told us Monday that FAM's unalive set on, they're unalive set on bringing some type of legal action against you, because I still don't want to say that saying, and then they demonetized my video. And now Floyd's baby mama and daughter are making the first move. So y'all, what y'all think about that? Honestly, I think that's a hefty amount of money. I can't say that they're not being re-traumatized. Well, the daughter anyway. So I don't know which way to go on that one to say that, they don't need to be suing for that amount of money. I do think it's definitely a hefty amount of money. But child, I don't know. All I can say is I don't know. I know they took the interview down, so maybe it wasn't because they did not agree with what he said, but because they were getting hit with this paperwork the next day. So that's my thoughts. I don't think they just took the interview down because the people were outraged about it. I think that paperwork started coming through early in the morning. The police come knocking at the door like cease and desist. Come on now. Nori, Yee, y'all, you've been served. Y'all, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing because the masses being came and attacked me about Yee. All I'm gonna say is I don't know, child. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Now, moving along, I thought I was tripping today because I could have sworn, y'all, that I saw this Caucasian man and they were saying that he was putting women away and enjoying them like their dinner, like on some Jeffrey Dahmer type time. And I looked and I looked and I looked and I did not find anything, but I did come across the Wesley Brownlee, which Wesley Brownlee is a black guy. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, maybe this is what I really saw. But I thought that I saw something saying something about this Caucasian man that was like Jeffrey Dahmer and he's just getting arrested. If I'm not crazy and this is really an article out there, y'all let me know because I couldn't find anything. However, Wesley Brownlee is being discussed heavily on the internet. So what it states here is that alleged Stockton serial unaliver had trouble upbringing, was arrested for assault as a teen. So what happened here is that a 43-year-old man was arrested Saturday in connection with 6 randomly targeted serial unaliving in Stockton and Oakland. Grew up in the Bay Area where he lost his brother to pow violence and was arrested for selling the cocoa just blocks away from where one of his victims was pow down. Court records show Wesley Brownlee, a Bay Area native and Stockton resident, was taken into custody early Saturday morning while driving around Stockton, what police called a hunt for an 8th victim. He has not yet been charged, but police have publicly linked him to 7 pows, including 5 unalivings this year in Stockton and 1 in Oakland in 2021 and April 2021. A pow in Stockton where the victim survived. Y'all, this crazy because why you going around taking these people's lives? So what it says is that court records from throughout Brownlee's life paint a picture of a troubled teen who was accused of assault as a high school freshman and was arrested for selling that cocoa 3 times over 20 years in the same Oakland neighborhood. Now, why wouldn't you move out of the neighborhood if you keep getting in trouble? That's what I don't understand. Like I see it all the time. I'm not going to say I moved that far from home and I say it all the time, y'all. I'm an hour from home. But once I left home, I ain't never go back down there. I go visit sometimes, but I ain't never go down there no more. And then when I moved from the other city I was living in, I don't barely go there now. Like, y'all, I got to keep moving because it's nothing that keeps me to want to be complacent. Maybe when I'm older, I want to move back to my hometown. But while you young and you know you keep getting in trouble and you're the product of your environment, you need to be trying to reach out to somebody saying that you need help and something to get away. Get your CDL. Go join the army. Go and get away. What's wrong with you? So 20 years in the same Oakland neighborhood where his brother and close family friend were both unalived in 1995. Police have not disclosed what they believe motivated Brownlee to allegedly start looking for people to pow and take out in his early 40s. So he waited till he was 40 to start unaliving people. That may probably unalive people before then. And they just finding out about these 7 or 8 victims now. In October 1995, when Brownlee was 16, his older brother, Dale Brownlee, 17, was unalived and taken out of here on the 5700 block of East 16th Street in what police called a, they was out there doing some coca, basically. An Oakland Tribune report from the time noted that Dale Brownlee's close friend, Kojo Upshaw, 18, they stuck him. uh, till he was unalive at the same location 6 months earlier. So this just ain't a safe location. Jesus Christ. It is unclear if any arrests were made in either case. Court records say Wesley Brownlee became depressed and very distressed over his brother's unaliving and that his mother sought therapy for him. So his mama did try to give him therapy. Okay. The records say he was diagnosed with a learning disability in elementary school and dropped out of high school as a junior. Now you made it all that way and you dropped out. Lord have mercy. It gets worse. When interviewed by juvenile probational officers in his mid-teens, he talked about wanting to attend college for computer science and earn a basketball scholarship with the hopes of one day playing in the NBA. And now you're 40, locked up, and you done unalived all these people. How does it feel? How does it feel? I want to know. A probation report noted that Brownlee apparently suffered both innate mental limitations and psychological stress over his brother's 1995 unaliving. He seems either unable or unwilling to assume meaningful responsibility for himself. The report says he appears to have difficulty settling into any kind of positive activity. 6 months later, he was arrested on the suspicion of selling that cocoa. Juvenile court placed him on a house arrest with a curfew and other conditions, but noted that his mother suffered from a painful chronic medical condition and sometimes didn't notice when Brownlee snuck out of the house. All right, so y'all, in 97, he was 18. Brownlee was arrested and charged with possessing 67 bundles of that Krenak. He received a 3-year probation term, but in 1998, his probation was revoked for arrest of selling that cocoa to an undercover cop, and he was sentenced to 2 years in state prison. Court records that he served in San Quentin. So he just was not able to be reestablished in the normal communities. He needed to stay where he was at, okay? Because if he had some major work on him, and y'all didn't give him number probation, and then y'all turned around and locked him up for only 2 years, child. I don't know about that one. All right, so Brownlee was arrested in Amelia County in 2014 for allegedly selling cocoa on the 5800 block of East 16th Street, just one block from where his brother was unalived nearly 20 years earlier, and within a mile of where Juan Vasquez Serrano was unalived and taken out of here in 2021. He pleaded no contest and received jail time and 3 years of probation, court records show. Why do they keep giving him these soft sentences? And they wonder why he out here doing the things that he doing. Stockton and Oklahoma authorities have identified the 2021 to 2022 unaliving victims as Sereno 40, taken out April 10th, 2021 in Oakland, Paul Yaw, 35, unalived July 8, 2022 in Stockton, Salvador Dubedy Jr., 43, taken out August 11, 2022 in Stockton, Jonathan Hernandez Rodriguez, 21, taken out August 30th, 2022 in Stockton, Juan Cruz, 52, taken out September 21st, 2022 in Stockton, and Lawrence Lopez Sr., 54, taken out September 27th, 2022. So he just took out people 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, he just recently took people out, okay? Now, if you recognize this, all these people have foreign last names, so it's a pattern there. Was it connected to his brother being unalive? Was it a significance there? Is it gang related? We don't know. Brownlee is also accused of powwowing and wounding a 46-year-old woman on April 16, 2021 in Stockton. She survived. On 2 a.m. Saturday, Brownlee was arrested while driving through Stockton with a mask and a pow in his possession, and authorities said at a weekend news conference. Our surveillance team followed this person while he was driving. We watched his patterns and determined early this morning he was on a mission to take somebody else out. He was out hunting. Y'all, now that's scary, okay? I know I don't live in California, but child, I would not want to be in Stockton. This man was ready to take somebody out again. Like, Again, that man is real disturbing, crazy. And somehow his mama got him therapy. How much therapy did he get? And y'all kept releasing him from jail, and he keep pushing all this weight. What kind of laws y'all got in California, honey? Because one thing about it, when he would have got that charge in 1998 over here in Virginia and Texas, Mississippi, New Orleans, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, anywhere over here on the East Coast, baby boy would have been up under the jail cell till now, 20 years later. 20-some years later, he would have still been locked up, probably eligible for parole in the next 10 years. 2042 or some mess like that. Y'all, the law be dropping the ball and they don't even see it. They don't get it. How do we hire these people and we're not even sure if they're trained properly to understand that these people can go back out in society? And I know it's but so much you can do, but you got to pick up patterns after working for a certain job over so many years. I've been in call centers all my 20s, so I understand what it looks like when I'm trying to identify a caller type. So a police officer or the counselors in the jail have to identify when a person is sane to go back out in the community, or if they need to recommend them to be in some type of home help, like the group homes or something, where they can't be put back out in the community because they're ready to get back out there and get crazy. They even said here that he never wanted to take responsibility or knew how to take responsibility of himself at that big age of 40. This ain't no age shaming. I'm just saying it's pitiful. Y'all, if you got children, take care of your children when they're small. They got something going on psychologically. Take care of them children, because you do not want them growing up and becoming one of these. Like, child, listen, let me tell you something. This is a mess. Now, moving along, because we gonna move along off of him right here. One thing I want to bring up, y'all, just to lighten up the situation. I don't know if y'all have listened to the Isley brothers' new album, honey. Let me tell you something. I was in the gym and they got me through my whole workout listening to that album. You heard me. They remade They'll Never Be by Twitch. Is it Twitch or Switch? If you're an old head, then you know what I'm talking about. Listen, when I tell you, look, give it a chance. I know you heard the rap song that people been clowning. That's not what the whole album is about. Like, he is really taking you back old school with the love making music, the I'm stepping out with my honey and we gonna go dancing type vibe. Like, I could sit at a nice restaurant and listen to the rest of the music. But I do like the vibe that he tried to incorporate, like some updated type of music, so that he's able to reach different type of audience, and also still bringing in his audience that he always had, his previous followers. So give the album a chance. I would say, if you plan on going on for a little drive, like an hour drive, turn it on. Clear your mind. It is a dope album. Now, before we get out of here, the last thing I'm going to talk about. It's the last thing I'm going to talk about. Okay, honey? Because, look, y'all won't fooling with me tonight. Y'all might be asleep. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but I ain't going to hold y'all so y'all can catch the replay. I do want y'all to see this though. DDG, that man got something going on up in his head that ain't right. Something in the milk ain't clear. Something in the milk is not clear with this man. I don't know where this man came from, but he need to stop his mess, y'all. He need to stop his madness. Like, it's beyond me. Let me share my screen real quick so y'all can see this mess. Okay, I'm sorry to say, where I can't share my screen or whatever. Screen, sound turned up and stuff. All right, y'all. So we ready to.
He went on record saying how he's.
I thought that was lame.
Right.
I don't even know what that is. And that's not even no disrespect. I genuinely do not know who that woman is.
Right.
hella engagement on that post though. I seen that shit. I'm like 10,000 comments.
Right.
What the fuck is this? Talking about breakup. How old is she? Like, why would you even be speaking on a young relationship like that? That shit is like
she's 41.
41?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Who at your big age?
Right.
That's how you talking
Right.
about a 24-year-old and a 22-year-old dating?
Yeah. I think she's a comedian, you know.
I get it, but it's like it was still lame.
Right.
It was still just shit was corny as hell.
I agree. I don't think anyone should speak on people's
Hey,
relationship.
like you don't know what the fuck. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
And that shit was completely misconstrued. That's how the internet just been flipping shit.
How did you feel with Amanda Seals? I think
My baby's boyfriend, DDG, says he wasn't aware of racism was still an issue until the Little Mermaid backlash. I thought Martin Luther King canceled that shit out. Gotta break up with him. Gotta do it. Cause she might get STD, but she gonna get STS. Sexually transmitted stupidity. Gotta do it.
And she's too sweet, and she really liked that in person. So it's like if people actually took the time to realize she's actually playing Little Mermaid instead of just going off that she's black. I think they'd be like,
every once in a while we get reminded like how terribly racist America still is.
Yeah, I didn't know people was this racist. I didn't know this was
Neither did
dead.
I, dude.
I thought this shit was gone already. I thought that shit was gone. I thought Martin Luther King canceled that shit out.
It's crazy.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is these niggas talking about?
Ciao. DDG. I don't even listen to music. I don't even sing. I really don't. I don't know nothing about DDG's music. But I'm going to tell you this. What he said was absolutely stupid. It was stupid. And he says that people misconstrue things on the internet. He says he didn't even know that this was a thing. Where was he when this whole George Floyd thing was going on? Does he watch the news? Where was he at when anything's been going on the last 30 years? You said you thought when you said you thought with Martin Luther King back then, he had got rid of all like, oh, it's all done. We marched and we good. Nobody dislikes anybody. Look, had to clear what I said. Nobody dislikes anybody because of the color of their skin. Oh, okay. All right. Sir, you had the nerve to sit up here and talk about this lady's age, talking about her big age, talking about a 24-year-old. Clearly, you were focused on rapping and not listening in history class or being aware of your surroundings. Maybe you grew up in an area where everybody was just freaking nice and you never had to worry about that. Like, come on now. Even at my age of 30, I'm not going to say that I have had to deal with blatant, like stone cold ism, but it's happened. People don't even know me on the phone because I'm working at a call center. Hit me with the ism. On the internet, it happens all the time. Hell, even when I get on Bigo, you can tell and it's not even, and I'm going to take it internationally. It ain't just America. This ism is all over the world. It is. Martin Luther King, he did his thing. He got some communication lines. He broke down some barriers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rosa Parks. But it ain't stop a thing for people disliking people for the color of their skin. Not at all. Because they think that because you are Black, you don't have common sense, or you don't have the work ethic, you want to get government assistance, or because you're Asian, you just want to open up a nail salon, or because you're Indian, you just gonna have a grocery store, or because you're Caucasian, you're gonna always have generational wealth handed down to you. Yeah. Stereotyping. Yeah. All over the world. You hear me? You cannot be this big of a celebrity and sit up here and say stuff like this and get mad because somebody clowning you because you sound stupid. Maybe you like Kanye. You meant to say it another way. You meant to say it a different. Your delivery was wrong or something. I don't know. I can't even figure out some other way that you would say it. Maybe if he would have said that, wow, my girlfriend is a sweet girl. And she's getting all this backlash because she's a black girl playing a mermaid role that was originally a Caucasian woman, which in reality, the mermaid wasn't even Caucasian before it became a Disney movie. She was like blue or some shit. Different color, I believe. I'm just saying, like, child, people got to do better. It's the age shaming for me. That's all I hear when these celebrities, or even just in normal life, people feel like they got to attack you because of your age. But then you be like, you know what? I am older than you. And I got a 401k. I got stocks and bonds. If my house burned down, I have rental insurance and we'll get all of this covered. And we can go buy me a yacht after I get this insurance policy money. Like all of those things. Like, stop thinking that when you age shaming people that it means something bad. Not saying everybody is 40 or in their 30s have it all together. I'm just saying, why is that a dig? Why not stick to the topic of discussion and say, I don't think the same way that you think, or this is my thoughts and this is the reason why I'm on this end. Let's agree to disagree. No, it gotta be, you're so ugly. You're so old. You're so bald-headed. And I get it. I'm not saying that I've never done it, because it's totally been situations that's been called for, and I got to dog you all the way down to the ground. So stuff. Yeah, I do. But it's some situations where it becomes like those normal world events, political talk, just conversations about trending topics where we gotta agree to disagree, stop with the damn age shaming, and have an adult conversation, or have a different type of dig. I don't know, something better than with your old ass. Anyways, y'all, I'm ready to hop off this because I'm on here longer than y'all know I can carry on conversation whether somebody on my lab or not. But I'm about to hop off here, y'all. Ready to go carry myself to bed. I'm tired. But y'all already know who it is. It's me, it's Mel with the Living in Gap. Thank you so much for running the video back. If you run it back, thank you for tuning in. If you came in to tune in and you just weren't ready for having that conversation with me, it's cool. I understand. But look, I'm always looking for somebody to put their 2 cents in on any conversation or any topic that I may have. Y'all was real dry tonight. Like, I have never had a dry live like this. Like, nobody shows up. Y'all was sick of my ish, or somebody else live tonight. I know Conscious TV over there live. I know Bay live, but she was live. Child, it's all right. I ain't gonna try to see how hot this time, but next time I'm gonna try to see how hot and just feel like y'all do not love me no more, and that's okay. But anyways, y'all, it's me, Mel with the Lip in the Gap, Melthelipstickdiva. Peace out, y'all.